Okay, so we consider this example, the limit of the cube root of x minus 2 all over x minus 8 as x approaches 8. By direct substitution, we have cube root of 8 minus 2 all over 8 minus 8. Observe that this is an indeterminate form of type 0 over 0. So we have to rationalize. However, we have cube root of x. So ano ang i-multiply natin para matanggal yung cube root na yan? So recall, yung a cube plus b cube is equal to a plus b, a squared minus ab plus b squared. Remember your SOAP? Same sign, opposite sign, always positive. So if we have a cube minus b cube, then we have a minus b, same sign. Then we have a squared, opposite sign, ab plus b squared, always positive. Observe that eto, numerator natin, parang kagaya siya nito. Tama? Etong part na to. Where a is equal to cube root of x and b is equal to 2. So para ito, maging ganito yung forma niya, we have to multiply a squared plus ab plus b squared to get rid of our cube root. Kasi pag kinube na natin to, x na lang ang may iwan. So ano nga ba tong form na to using this one? So our a cube is cube root of x squared plus cube root of x times 2 plus 2 squared. So, eto ngayon ang imumultiply natin sa expression natin, okay, sa taas at sa baba, para matanggal natin yung cube root. So, we now have the limit of the cube root of x minus 2 over x minus 8 as x approaches 8 times, anong imumultiply natin? We have cube root of x squared plus cube root of x times 2 plus 4. Ganon din sa baba, cube root of x squared plus cube root of x times 2 plus 4. Therefore, this now, if you multiply to this, becomes the limit of x minus 8 all over x minus 8 times, etong buong expression na to, cube root of x squared plus 2 cube root of x plus 4 as x approaches 8. Observe that meron na tayong common factor. Okay? So maiwan na lang sa taas ay 1 over cube root of x squared plus 2 cube root of x plus 4. And by direct substitution, that is 1 divided by cube root of x squared. So we have cube root of 8 squared. So we have 2 squared. Okay? Plus 2 times cube root of 8 is 2 plus 4. So we now have 1 over 4 plus 4 plus 4. So that is now 1 over For the last example, we have the limit of x plus 1 all over 1 minus the square root of x plus 2 as x approaches negative 1. By direct substitution, we have negative 1 plus 1 all over 1 minus the square root of negative 1 plus 2. So observe that we have an indeterminate form of type 0 over 0. So again, we have to rationalize this by multiplying with the conjugate. So we have x plus 1 all over 1 minus the square root of x plus 2. Multiply by the conjugate of this. The conjugate of this is 1 plus the square root of x plus 2 all over 1 plus the square root of x plus 2. This becomes now the limit of x plus 1 times 1 plus the square root of x plus 2 all over, so we have 1 times 1 is 1 minus, we square this, so we have x plus 2 as x approaches negative 1. Then if we simplify this becomes now so this becomes now 1 minus x minus 2, or that is equal to the limit of x plus 1 times 1 plus the square root of x plus 2 all over negative x minus 1 as x approaches negative 1. Observe that this can be equal to the negative of x plus 1, right? Pag nilabas natin yung negative. So we can rewrite this now as this one. So we have negative of x plus 1. So we now have a common factor. Pwede na natin siyang tanggalin. Which leaves us with the negative of 1 plus the square root of x plus 2. Then, by direct substitution, that is the negative of 1 plus the square root of negative 1 plus 2. So, this becomes the negative of 1 plus 1. So, the answer is negative 2. So if we are looking for the limit of the indeterminate form 0 over 0, we can actually use some techniques, that is cancellation of common factors. So in this case, you have to factor out your polynomials, and then we can also use rationalization of radicals. So these two can help us in determining or evaluating the limit of indeterminate form 0 over 0.